Hi YouTube. You may be wondering what I'm doing in front of the gym leader because after our last episode, I was in Jubilee City, or not Jubilee City, to the route between the two. Well, what happened was I was actually in the middle of recording recording everything that happened between them. However, the video itself was corrupted. So I actually had everything from that point that I can start it off from to grinding up at my entire team. But with my computer freezing, I had to pretty much start from scratch. But I couldn't start from scratch because I already did enough progress to where I saved. And I saved right here in front of the 6th gym leader. So what I'm gonna have to do is restart everything from this point on and just kind of explain what I did and what was missed. First off, what was missed over, unfortunately, and I cannot even go back and get that video, was a rival battle with Barry again, where he showed off his 15 member of Heracross, and right after that, I immediately went to the gym over here. I have the team right here, a little bit higher than before, but overall, very much the same. This is also the final time we're gonna have Cricketune in the gym, Cricketune on our team, so I wanted to have him lead off the battle. So here we go again. We're going to try skipping the dialogue this time because honestly, having to do this all over again is rather frustrating. And I don't really want to do it. I apologize. I'm going to be a bit more sour this time. Byron as a character is the father of Rourke, and he focuses on steel types. This Bronzo here is going to set up Sandstorm and Trick Room, but I'm going to try putting him to sleep before he can do that. And of course I miss. Gosh. Just get this up. And thankfully we avoid the Confuse Ray, because Jesus, I did not want to deal with any confusion right now. Set up Sandstorm, please. I'd rather deal with sand than confusion. And he lands it this time. Then he's gonna go for Sandstorm. And of course we hit ourselves too. Come on. Sandstorm, Confuse Ray, Trick Room, and Flash Cannon are this Bronzor's movesets. Is this thing's moveset? Its main focus is to annoy you, and it's very much annoying me. Flash Cannon itself is a decently strong steel type attack. It can lower special defense, and if you chose Empoleon, it can be a good choice for it. Up next should be Steelix. And thankfully Trick Room goes away, because I did not want to deal with that too. Of course it lives because it has 30. Don't think it even got to 30. This Steelix has the Elemental Fangs and Earthquake. Or at least two of them, and Flash Cannon as well. It's not much of a heavy hitter, but it does what it does, I guess. Sand should be going away too. Next turn, I think. And last up is Bastiodon. Bastiodon is a tank, but it can't really do much damage. It's good at setting up stealth rocks, I guess, and using moves like Rock Blast and Metal Burst, but it's not gonna live this attack. Any fighting or ground type attack will just OHKO it. Most of them, at least. Of course, it has 30 though, so it's gonna live. What does it do now? Yeah, even with lower defenses, it couldn't even do 1/3. Or did about 1/3. Die. Water 6 badge. Got stickers. And flash cannon. It's honestly a shame that about the lost video, because I actually went into detail of why I like this gym and how it's another gym that was untouched between every game. But now that we beat the gym, we have Barry here, who's going to tell us to go to the library. Before we do that, though, there is an item I want to get down here. Wild encounter. I need to buy repels too, because from the footage I was unable to save properly. I did get our last team member, but I wasn't able to. Jeez. TM89 U-turn bug type attack that will switch you out with one of your own team members. Good and competitive, all right in the story mode. Another unique trainer down here. And you get some more stickers. Actually something I didn't do in the previous in the failed session. Let me heal up. And now that we have our 6th gym badge, we have access to the move Strength, which will give us access to a bunch of new areas that I was trying to explore to level up the last team member. But I'm gonna have to do that all over again. What I'll try to do is... Okay. So, with the recording session being messed up, what I'm gonna do is kind of go over everything I went over before. It might take a little while, but I'm going to record getting the last team member and some of the other stuff within that I had previously. But I'm gonna cut over everything that's I guess extra, not extra, but I'm only gonna show the important bits if I can. Like if I find anything interesting, I'll see if I can cover that. Here, though, it's Professor Rowan pretty much telling us more stuff about what he does. about his research and what he intends to do from this point. And what he does is studies evolution. And he wants to study how Pokemon that evolve and how the ones that don't are different or similar to each other, and how he wants us to study the 3 lakes of Sinnoh. Dawn's going to Lake Verity, Verity's going to Lake Acuity to the north, and that leaves us with Lake Valor. And Earthquake, oh no! Spoilers, there's actually not an earthquake, it's a bomb that went off at Lake Verity, and we have to go check on it. This sailor pretty much telling us exactly what I just said. And now we're off to explore Lake Valor, but not yet. Now that we have strength, we're actually going to go over to Orbrick City and going to head up into Wayward Cave, because Wayward Cave is where our last team member is going to be. Just make my way up there. Thank goodness I have these repels now that I bought more, because honestly the random encounters are pretty much the worst offender of these things. Now I can use another one because we're already here. And this is why we need strength. A lot of you may already know what the special encounter is down here, but those of you who don't, you can find a wild Gibble down here. And Gibble is the pseudo-legendary Pokemon of this region. Very strong. Well, it evolves into the very strong Garchomp, and I want to use it on my team. Unfortunately, during the original recording, it took a long time for me to actually find it. So, what I'm going to do now, I'll cut ahead until I can actually find it. If I can find it quickly, that'll be great, because I don't want to have to cut any more than I did before. But I'll see you guys when I find it. Or actually, excuse me, I know I just said I'll cut ahead when I find it, but if I do find it before the end of this little puzzle here, great. If I get the item first, I'll explain it. I'll talk about the item and then look for the target again, or look for Gibble again. But whichever happens first. Until then. There we go, there's a Gibble. Sing, put it to sleep. Quick Claw is unnecessary because you already outsped it. Of course you miss. Skibble is different than the one I had before, because the one I had the first time was not Jolly Nature. It was a decent nature. It was plus special defense, minus special attack. It was doing alright for what it was. It was still leveling up. If this Gibble ends up being a bad nature, or one that doesn't really fit and I find a better one, I'll use the better one instead. the meantime, I guess if I'm sticking with this one, I'll name it Volvagia. Those of you who played Zelda will know this nickname. I haven't actually played Zelda too much, but I at least know what the Volvagia is a dragon. Docile. That's fine, I guess. I'll stick with Volvagia. If I find one that's better, then I'll use the better one, like I said. I may have skipped it over, but on this wall here is a revive, and on those two slopes you can find a grip claw, which is an item that I believe either extends or powers up trapping moves like Whirlpool and Fire Spin. Wouldn't be the worst on Manaphy, but I'm not going to use it on Manaphy. Over here is a rare candy. Revive. Another revive down here. Thankfully, this Gibble came a lot sooner than the first one. Because that one took like around a good 10 minutes to find. And Gibble's not even that rare down here. Yeah, the bike is a lot more finicky in this game. I'm not gonna put up a rappel up because even though I already caught Gibble, if I run into another one, I'll see if I can catch that one. You'll probably be finding Zubat and Bronzor otherwise. And here at the end of this puzzle, up these stairs, you can find the TM for Earthquake, which is a really good move, really strong. Probably going to be giving it to Gibble when it's fully evolved. And let's get out of here. For the other side of Wayward Cave, the other part of the cave I didn't go into, we need Flash for that, and I actually neglected to get Flash in the beginning of the game. You can get it right after beating a Rourke, but I forgot to do that. And even though it is a field move, you have to get the TM physically and teach it to one of your Pokemon physically to actually go in there. It's not a Poketch move, as annoying as that is. So I think for now, I guess I'm not going to end the episode just yet. I'll at least get maybe I will end the episode here, actually. It's 20 minutes, just about. But I guess next time we'll get Flash, explore Wayward Cave, and level up Gibble a little bit. So, back down here to Urberg. Yeah, I think it is probably the best thing to do. Unfortunately, because with Gibble being the last team member, I am gonna box Kricketune now. So, I guess not a moment of silence. We'll take a moment to thank Kricketune for being a good team member. And well, let's hope when Gibble is ready to actually battle, they'll be just as good. So then, I'm gonna put Manaphy up front. It's the lowest level. It's among the lowest level main team members for now. Just heal up. And I'll call it an episode for now. Next time on Pokemon Brilliant Diamonds, I'll get Flash, and we'll explore the rest of Oreburgh Gate and Wayward Cave. See you guys then.